see, the stream up, I think. The audio working as it should be. Yep, audio is definitely working. Yep, that is very good. See, now we'll go ahead and do what we do here and put that in the race stream. Because I gotta do it all on my own. Alright, the stream's up and the chat's up. And we're all ready to go here. Let's get to it. Hello everyone and welcome to round 4 of the Driven by Speed F1 series. I am Katie1997 commentating this event, and tonight we are racing at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for the Mexican Grand Prix. This track was opened in 1959, named after the famous racing drivers of Ricardo and Ricardo and Pedro Rodriguez. This racetrack made its return to Formula One in 2015 under the turbo hybrid era and has been the home of the Mexican Grand Prix ever since. In 2015, though, this track was redeveloped by the direction of famous F1 architect Herman Tilke, redeveloping every aspect of this racetrack. This 4.3 kilometer racetrack tends to have quite a bit of overtaking opportunities, has 3 DRS zones, 16 corners, and you will be maxing out speeds about 335 kilometers per hour, pretty much. There's only 2 detection zones for the DRS zones. For the first 2 of the DRS zones, there's one down the main straight towards turn 1, and then the other one is at the exit of turn 3 to the entry of turn 4. And it's all from one detection zone that happens at the final corner of Mansell Corner at the exit of the baseball stadium. And then the final one is over by where you go through the S section of the racetrack. And that will lead you into the Flor Sol, or the baseball stadium complex of this racetrack. Now, before we go any further into the qualifying, I do have a look. Well, there's actually not too much news from last week's race in terms of reports. So it's 2 weeks in a row we've had no incident reports come in. So that is definitely great to see indeed. So no quality bans or anything to report whatsoever. Looking at the Drivers' Championship, Absolute Unit is leading with 74 points, followed by Can't Do Crap with 60 points, who got his first win of the season last week at Silverstone. Then it's Andre in third with 57 points, followed by the 2 Alpha Towers of Lane Everingham and Iconic Q tied for 4th with 49 points. Banana Cake Pie in 6th with 46, and then in 7th is Vision with 34 points. Banana Josh in 8th with 25 points, and 9th is Conehouse with 21, and then Kickbutt Kiwi completes the top 10 with 18 points. Constructor standings, Aston Martin are leading with 131 points, followed by Red Bull with 119 points. In third is Alpha Tower with 98 points, and 4th McLaren with 51 points. 5th is Haas with 45, Mercedes in 6th with 39 points, Ferrari in 7th with 34, Alfa Romeo in 8th with 33, Alpine in 9th with 23, and then Williams rounds off the rest of the constructors' order with 21 points. And with all that said and done, we can now focus into qualifying, and we are just about 3 minutes into it as well. Just right along with Prezzo in the Mercedes-Benz. He's currently on his first flying lap, and we have yellow flags at about at Flor Sol. That is for an Alfa Romeo. Conehouse there, just, I guess, getting out of the way of a few cars there. Prezzo making his way through the S's on towards Flor Sol, opening the DRS. As Banana sets his first flying lap with a 1:16.2, that is on the soft compound tire. Not sure what the weather will be for the race, but hopefully I can get a rather report for that shortly. Prezzo making his way around the final corner, turn 16, opening the DR. Well, actually, I forgot the DRS is way a little bit further than that. A little bit further than that, I should say. Anyways, he goes 1:15.699. Goes quickest overall. But Josh, his teammate, goes well now 4th as Tim now beats him with a 16.3. But Josh did a 1:17.1. That's on a medium compound tire. Dan the Racer in 5th with a 1:17.5. And I think making his way around that corner now as I thought I saw already there. Parked there for a moment. Anyway, JJ goes 6th with a 1:17.9. And that is a Mercedes-Benz that has gone off at... Oh, no, it's just Prezzo, just get out of the way of traffic. Fair enough. I saw yellow flags for both Mercedes-Benzes at the second DRS straight. As Lane goes 4th quickest with a 1:16.4. Let's see, who can we find that will be on the lap? Well, along with the championship leader, Absolute Unit, give you a guided tour of this 4.3 kilometer circuit. Opening the DRS, down the main straight, and you'll have the speedo climbing and climbing before getting in the first braking zone at about 328 kilometers an hour. Braking to 3rd gear. Actually, I was wrong. Probably about 330, not 335. I forget. I haven't raced it for a while, so I kind of forgot. Down the 2nd DRS straight. And then braking just at turn 4, 3rd gear down to 2nd gear. Clipping the apex is very nicely done. The very tight radius sort of corners there. 2nd gear there into turns... shoot, I forget now. Turn 6, it is. Now through the S section, turn 7, 8, then 9, and then 10. Pretty much keeping it pinned. Nicely done to clip the curves as well. Down the 3rd DRS straight towards Flora Sol of turn 12. Now to the baseball section. Pretty much Lane's favorite area of the racetrack. Going through that baseball stadium, very nicely done indeed. To the final corner now goes the championship leader of Absolute Unit. Towards the line he comes. That's up to 1:15.669. So he goes 3 100ths quicker than Prezzo did there. Not a bad lap indeed there from, yes, the Martin Driver. No rain in the forecast says rain. More rain. No forecast in the race says Lane. So there you go. Got that confirmed. Thank you very much indeed. Konaus, he's on a flying lap right now at the moment. Currently, that's not a set a flying time. But about to start one now. And also, I forgot to mention as well, we have some reserves in tonight as well. You may notice the 2 Ferraris are different. Kuda, he's returned again to reserve tonight. Alongside him is Tato. I've never seen him before, but he will be racing as well in the Ferrari, replacing both Kickbutt Kiwi and Jack for tonight. And then Ramsey, he's in the Red Bull for Vision tonight. Also to keep to note as well. Yellow flags about, that is for an Aston Martin of, was that Andre? I think it was Andre, yeah. Oh, hello. Absolute Unit flips the wall there at the entry of turn 12. Well, there you go. Fair enough, I suppose. I don't know what the 2 Astons were doing there, but whatever. But I also improved to 1:16.0. That must have happened a little while ago. Tim getting ready for a flying lap right now in the LP. See how he fares here. We'll just see how he goes here. He's currently sitting at 4th quickest overall. Opening the DRS. And the fastest I saw Absolute Unit do was about 3:28. Yellow flags again down the main straight. Tim goes a little bit slower than that actually down the main straight. He doesn't really have much straight line speed apparently. 3rd gear all around through turns 2 and 3. Climbing up the gears, open the DRS again for the 2nd time. Down towards turn 4. And then braking down to 2nd gear, reaching up to 311 kilometers an hour, that second DRS straight, and invalidates, unfortunately, there for running just a bit too wide there at the exit of turn 5. So he'll have to try that again. As Kuda, though, very impressive time. 1:15.773. That's definitely a good time from Kuda. Can't do crap. He's on a flying lap right now. About 9 minutes left into qualifying. Gets to about 325 kilometers an hour. Goes the Red Bull. Third gear all around. Oh, but goes just a little bit too wide. I'm surprised he did not validate there. Yellow flags in sectors 3 and 1. I'm not sure for what, but I guess it just cars getting out of the way. Through turn 5, now into turn 6. More yellow flags. That's probably for Josh going slowly, or Prezzo going slowly. I think that's Josh just going slowly. Through the S's. Ooh, that's very close to the line there. He's lucky he didn't get invalidated through that. 6th gear all around. Doesn't take it as smooth as absolutely it did. It's a bit of a nightmare, I will say, for anyone that's on pad to go through that S section. I can definitely confirm that myself as a pad user. Into the hairpin, and then coming around at the exit of the baseball stadium. Around Mansell corner, and then to the line, and he sets a 1:15.9. Actually, better than I thought. Now, if you want to know why that corner is called Mansell corner, the final corner, that's basically where Gerhard Berger got overtaken by Nigel Mansell. I forget what year that was. I'll have to remember that again. Look that up again. I think it was in the 80s, if I remember correctly, or early 90s. Let's see. Q currently sitting about 12th at the moment with a 1:16.6. As there is a Mercedes-Benz of Prezzo that's crashed out of qualifying as well. He's trying to see who I can find. Oh, well, his car's disappeared. But anyway, yeah, he crashed out in the S's. He's out of qualifying as Josh improves to a 1:15.501. Not bad for the Mercedes driver indeed. Ramsey up to 2nd. That's actually a better time than that's actually better than what I was expecting for Ramsey. So, well done to him so far. And that's beat immediately by Iconic Q, who does a 1:15.1. So that's the times are now starting to get more quicker and quicker with track evolution starting to come more into play. Church with a 1:15.9, currently sitting at 8th quickest overall. But Cake Pie is up by, close to about 2 3/4 of a tenth. As Absolute Unit now goes to pole position with a 1:14.824. Now we're into the 1 minute 14th. Nicely done there, indeed, for the championship leader. Let's see, Tim. What's this camera angle there? Goodness. Making his way to the first turn, braking just before the 50-meter board. 3rd gear, keeping it pinned at 3rd gear all around. Lifts those curves. Very nicely done indeed. I think he's just slowing down, apparently. There's absolutely there on the left side. Hello? Yeah, he just kind of slowed down a little bit there. Church is currently up by, never mind. He was up by over a tenth, but he's invalidated, unfortunately for his sake. Bodhard's making his way down towards the first corner. As Toto has left the session, unfortunately. Hopefully he can come back quickly. Through turns 1, 2, and 3 goes the Williams, opens the DRS. And what does the clock say for Bodhard? He's down by just over a tenth and a half through the first sector. Not the prettiest first sector, I'd say. Through turn 6. And then up towards the S section coming of 7 through 11. Oh, but he invalidates there. Went 4 wheels over the white line, unfortunately. That is obviously the most easiest mistake to do around here in Mexico. That can be a bit of a pain, that is for sure. Meanwhile, Andre goes 4th fastest with a 1:15.662. So the Aston Martin's currently sitting at a 1-4 position. JJ, he's getting ready for a flying lap right now. False, how are you doing? You're up by just over 3.5 tenths through the middle sector. Coming his way around Flora Soul. Rounding the final corner now, turn 16. To the line comes the Haas. And he sets a 1:16.0. So he goes to 12th and splits the McLarens. Not bad. I think he still has some time to at least get back. Hopefully for his sake. Reading on an outlap. Honest Crook, he's on an outlap as well. At the moment. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit quiet, I'd say, at the time being. Cantercraft's now on a flying lap. This will probably be his final flying attempt. Toto has joined back. That is very good news indeed. Up to the first, excuse me, up to the first turn. Braking just before 50. Second gear, third gear on the exit of turn 3. Open to the DRS comes the Red Bull. What does the clock say through the first sector for Cantercraft? He's up by just 3/100ths through the first sector. Making his way around turn 5 into turn 6 comes the Red Bull. Second gear to get that extra rotation. Has a little bit of a skid at the exit. Now making his way to the S section of the racetrack. 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11. What does now the clock say for the Red Bull as he makes his way down to the end of the middle sector? He's up by over 0.3 of a second. So he's looking at at least a 15.5 at this point. Can he find more time through the final sector? Right in the final corner now. Up to the line. Sets a 1:15.5, just as I thought. Goes to 4th ahead of Andre by just over 1/10.5 of, at least 1/10.5 of a second. Nicely done indeed. Lane coming down for his flying lap right now. Conehouse, same story. There's Bernard Josh getting out of the way. Nice Crook. Oh, he's backed out of his lap. Well, he's not gonna go again. Tim making his way through the first. Oh well, he was until he invalidated. Unfortunately, they're at turn 3. Brady has retired. He's crashed out. That is at the exit of turn 11. There's his car there. Oh, hello. Very backwards facing there. Goodness. Yeah, so Riddy is out of qualifying. Conehouse making his way through the S's. And I think absolutely it's coming out, so this will be his last attempt. Or that's the end of his qualifying, I should say. Conehouse is up by 0.3 through the middle sector. As we got more yellow flags all over the place. First and the third sector. For whatever reason. I see. Conehouse making his way around the final corner now. And he goes to 16th. He lost about a couple of tenths there. So he goes up to 16th. Quickest overall. Banana Josh getting ready for his flying lap. Tim, same story, getting ready for his flying lap as well. He's got an AlphaTauri in front of him. I believe of Iconic Q, perhaps? Nah, it's Lane. Never mind. Right. So Lane's on a flying lap right now. What does the clock say for Tim? He is down by 8/100ths as Cantercraft has retired out of qualifying. Banana Josh, he's crashed. He has crashed at the exit of turn 3. There's his car there. He must have had too much throttle at the exit of turn 3. So his challenge for pole is gone. Iconic Q, however, is up by over 1/10.5 through the first sector. He needs to find at least a little bit more, about 0.3, I'd say. Coming up to the S's now. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 6th gear all around. What does the clock say for the AlphaTauri? He is up by a whopping nearly 3.5 tenths. He just needs to nail the final sector. through the hairpin. Lane is done with qualifying. Round in the final corner now comes the AlphaTauri. To the line, and it is pole position for Iconic Hue. A 1:14.712, beating Absolute Unit's time by just over a tenth of a second. The only two drivers to even set a time into the 1:14s. Banana is done with qualifying, and I think so is everyone else. Dan the Racer, I think, is on the lap right now. He's up by about a tenth. Coming his way around the final corner. Went too wide there, and he backed out. And there we are. That is the end of qualifying. Toto does not set a lap time at all. He'll start from the back of the grid. So, Iconic Hue on pole position for, I think, the third time this season. So, he so far has the most pole positions out of anyone so far. But, just gotta remember, it's not about qualifying, it's all about the race. That's all that matters. Yes, and he's making his way through the baseball stadium as well. That is Lane's favorite area of the racetrack because you get to see all the sponsors that are lined all around that part of the racetrack. Hey, it's a nice little feature, eh? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Alright, Iconic Hue is on pole position. Absolute Unit in second, Banana Josh in third. Followed by Kenty Crab, BCP, Andre Bodod, still representing India, Kuda representing South Africa, Ramsey, I think, representing Georgia, Tim is representing still Ukraine. There you go. Prezzo, JJ, Chich, Falls, Lane, Konas, also representing Ukraine. We'll go through the rest once we get to the race. So the race will have 36 laps. The strategy, from what I can recall, even though it's been a while since I've raced in Mexico, has been a two-stop strategy. You could go soft, medium, medium, or soft, medium, soft. Pretty much the same thing like you can do in Canada. But if you're going to do a soft, medium, soft, you're going to have to do a lengthy stop, or lengthy stints, on the first two stints for the softs and mediums. Oh, it's Toto's. Oh, he's having a bit of issues. The little fella. He just keeps joining, leaving, and rejoining. I'm guessing he's having a little bit of internet issues. But hopefully that doesn't really affect anyone in the race. For anyone's sake, of course. Well, there's your strategy there. That's what the game is giving you, powered by AWS. To go a soft, medium, I probably would say not everyone's going to do that. We could see some drivers do that, though, but I doubt a few of them will do so. Alright, well, let's see what tire everyone is on. Top 10, obviously, are on the scrubbed medium, soft compound tires. Oh, interesting. There's actually more soft tires than I actually thought there was going to be outside the top 10. Prezzo is on the medium compound tire. Conehouse is on the mediums. Same with Dan the Racer and Honest Crook. Well, there you go. Yeah, and everyone else is all on the soft compound tire. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting indeed. So we'll run through the grid order one more time. Iconic Hue is on pole position. He set a 1:14.7 for pole position. Followed by Absolute Unit in second. And then Banana Josh will start in third. Can't You Crap will start in fourth, followed by Banana Cake Pie. Andre in sixth. Bodot in seventh. Kuda in eighth. Ramsey in ninth. Tim rounds off the top 10. Prezzo in 11th. JJ in 12th. Chich in 13th. False Equation in 14th. Lane in 15th. Konas in 16th. Radiant in 17th to the Alfa Romeo's locking up 16th and 17th on the grid. Dan the Racer in 18th, on his crook in 19th, and Toto on his debut in DBS will start off from the back of the grid as Ramsey has been disqualified. Oh, what do you know? The two best friends have got disqualified from the formation lap of Kuda and Ramsey. Well, there you go. Right, so their tires are going to be a little bit more colder than everyone else's. As we get the cars lined up onto their grid slots. 20 cars, it's definitely a great thing to see indeed. A great field, great healthy field, I should say. Indeed. Alright, we'll get the cars lined up, and we are ready to race here in Mexico. The 5 red lights commences here. And it's lights out, and away we go. And it's a decent start from the AlphaTauri as he gets ahead of the Aston Martin into turn 1. A little bit of shenanigans going in the midfield as they make their way through turn 1. 3 abreast in some areas as they make their way to the first corner. Absolutely tries to go around the outside, can't quite get it done. Through turns 1, 2, and 3 now. Iconic Q maintains the lead, at least for the moment. Banana Josh is in 3rd place. Here comes Absolute Unity. He's going to try to go around the outside into turn 4. No, he'll have the inside line into turn 5, though. Side by side between the Aston Martin and the AlphaTauri as they make their way through turn 6. Great racing, wheel-to-wheel combat between the 2 drivers as they make their way to turn 7. Still side by side. Iconic Q gets the move ahead. He stays in the lead. Nice driving from all of them. Banana Josh in 3rd, Canty Crab in 4th. Top 5 have managed to stay pretty much where they are. Prezzo, though, has made up a bunch of ground. He's up to 7th place. Here comes Kuda down the inside of Bodod into turn 12. Oh, this is tight here. Into the hairpin, into the baseball stand we go. Bodod still stays ahead of Kuda into 8th place. Andre, though, has not had the greatest of starts. He's down to 10th place. Tim is down to 11th there as he is under pressure from Chich as he goes into the pits. So he must have suffered some damage, probably in that old shenanigans that happened in the first car. A lot of drivers in the pits. JJ, Dan the Racer as well. So the Alpines are going to be double stacking. So let me look at the positions in terms of I forget which one it is. So look at Toto, though. Look at that. 8 places he's gained. What a start. We'll make that 7 now. He's side by side with 3, but still, what a start. Otis Crook has gained 8. Prezzo's gained 4 places off the start. That is supreme start. Andre, though, like I mentioned, not a great start from him. He's dropped down to 9th place, lost 3 places off the start. As yellow flags are about. That's Absolute Unit! He has spun. Oh, hello. Drive-through You're kidding! A drive-through penalty for a collision with Cantor. I've never seen that before. What? For a collision? They came together at the S's. He's now dropped down to 14th. So he's going to have to serve that. Well, okay. Well, that's interesting. I seriously have never seen that before. DRS is now enabled. So the gap now between Iconic Q and Banana Josh is 1.4 seconds. Oh, that is, yeah, because I saw, I saw Absolute Unit spun on the mini-map. I didn't know he came together with Canty Crab, and then all of a sudden, oh look, it prompted a drive-through. I've never seen that for anyone getting a collision and they get a drive-through. The worst I've seen anyone get is a 5-second penalty, if the game's so stupid. Well, apparently this game has gone to a whole nother level of stupidity in terms of that. A drive-through penalty. Normally I see drive-throughs happen if it's like, I don't know, a BSC or a safety car where you exceed the delta. Playing you as penalties are coming about. Bodo's got a 3-second time penalty. Tim's got one as well. Unfortunately for Banana Josh, he's down by 1.5 seconds. Well, he's increased a little bit more between himself and Iconic Q. The gap's starting to increase a little bit more as we go. He's not in DRS range as Iconic Q sets the fastest lap of the race at 1:19.035. Banana Cake Pie has DRS. Same with Ramsey, making their way down the main straight. Prezzo, though, is in a very good spot, I will say that. He's on the medium tire, though, keep in mind as well. After starting 11th and crashing out of qualifying, as Canty Crab has gone past. Big Chich there for 8th place. Lane going wheel to wheel with Reed into the first turn, and he's up into 11th. Kuda sets fastest lap with a 18 fourth. He's all the way down to 16th. I'm guessing he must have damage somewhere too in that process. Right now you got the Banana 2-3. Banana Josh, Banana Cake Pie making the way through the S's now. Banana Josh losing more ground as Banana Josh goes wide at the exit of turn 11. Here comes BCP, not close enough. We're on board with the McLaren, making the way through Flora Soul. And he is right up that Mercedes gearbox. Making the way through the exit of turn 16. Justo gets a great run there, a fantastic run there from the Mercedes-Benz. False skid past Toto, that's for 13th. Banana not using any sort of battery, not close enough to make any sort of attack on the Mercedes-Benz. Banana Josh, however, closed up a little bit, but he's lost some time. I'm guessing, though, judging by from the intervals, I'm guessing Banana Josh has a little bit of straight line speed, lower wings, compared to Iconic Q, because he loses time in the corners, but gains it all back down the straights. Although he is about 1.1 seconds, so he's not far off from DRS, but he's trying to get there. Canty Craft, meanwhile, trying to recover a little bit after whatever happened to him in Absolute Units. Trying to make up a bit of ground, making their way down towards turn 11. Does he go for it here? No, he's not ballsy enough to make a move through the hairpin of the baseball stadium. Around turn 16, the final corner. He is very close though, and he obviously will get DRS for his liking. And it should be a very swift and elementary overtake. And there you go. Up into 7th place. He'll also get DRS again, as well as Banana Josh gets a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings there. Here comes Ramsey. He's going to close in on Banana. He's going to go side by side. Oh, he was trying at least. He had his nose sticking into the left side of that McLaren, but just couldn't find at least the overtake. Nice little air shot, though, by the way, going through that little bit of the stadium complex there. Through the S's goes the Red Bull, trying to hunt down that McLaren there. Around the S's. And the gap is still hovering about half a second between 3rd and 4th as they make their way through to Flora Soul. Again, showing the nose. Just telling him he's right there. Falls gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. That is something we are definitely going to be seeing quite a bit in this race, is the penalty situation. Toto gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. And here comes the Red Bull of Ramsey. Or Ramp, whatever you want to call him. I call him Ramsey because I've known him for a while. Down the main straight has DRS. Pulls to the left side and should be a simple move. And it is. He's up into 3rd. And now we'll try to hunt down the Mercedes-Benz of Banana Josh. He actually has been showing some pretty decent pace. I will give Ramsey credit where credit is due, as Andre has gone into the pits. What has he gone on to? Oh, mediums. Oh, that's quite an early stop, I'd say, no? I think you want to pit on lap 10 for the medium tire. And another thing, too, is the tire temperature around here is crucial as well. Particularly more at the fronts, obviously. Tends to get overheated quite a bit. It's depending on your setup. Banana will have DRS, but he is not close enough to do anything whatsoever. Here comes Lane through the S's and making his way down the back straightaway towards turn 12. Not close enough. Chich, though, goes, well, that's definitely a penalty there. Went all over the excess curve there on the left side, as Kuda has crashed at the S section on the right side, and we have a safety car deployed. The first safety car of the night. Now, Bottom now comes in. Can't Do Crap comes in. Changed to a set of medium tires. Everyone all coming suit. The ones that didn't pass the pit lane. They should be all coming to the medium tire. Yeah, that's what I can see there. Bottom to the mediums. Can't Do Crap to the mediums. As Tim gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So we've got two drivers, or now we have two drivers. I was going to say we have had two drivers. Now we've got three drivers in total that had drive-through penalties. Two now have drive-through penalties, and that'd be JJ and Tim for speeding under the safety car. Reedy on the mediums, False is on the mediums, Toto on the mediums, and then Chich, same story on the medium tire. Andre as well, who just pitted, is on the medium tire. And Absolute Unit, who's down at 15th place, is down to the medium tire. Or onto the medium tire, I should say. And I think now is the time where the leaders should come into the pits and change onto a set of mediums. O'Connor goes in. Banana Josh goes in. Ramsey in. And BCP also comes in. What about Prezzo, though? Does he come in? Nope, stays out. Fair enough. Bit of an early stop to do anything right now at the moment. Hard tires for Banana Josh. Okay. So, I mean, you can one-stop it, but that tire is going to be useless around this place. He is going to be a sitting duck. Literally. Well, let's quick to the softs. What tire did you start on? Hold on. He started on the mediums. Ah, so he's gonna go medium, soft. Okay. Right. Well, I mean, whatever you want to do. Honestly, we'd have just gone to the mediums and then go to the soft tires for the last stint. But I wonder if Prezzo is probably just gonna gamble on, I don't know, maybe another safety car and then go to the softs later into the race. Yeah, because I know everyone else will make another stops. Well, make their next stop soon. Well, theoretically, that is. But yeah, two drivers on the softs, one driver on the hards, and the rest of them on the mediums. And we are under a safety car because Kuda crashed out at the S section of turn 8. That's why we right now are under safety car conditions at the moment. I'm probably going to assume that we're going to be going for about a couple more laps. Because Dan the Racer is way down the field. He's just making his way through the S's right now. So yeah, I think we're just going to go for at least, probably at least a couple more laps. Didn't even get to the halfway mark, at least of this race. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Did Brady pass false under the safety car? I literally saw, like, their positions change. Oh, come on. Don't tell me this is... Unless false had to give back the position? Okay. Well, I've got no clue. Yeah, even though he's a little bit ways. Oh, well, now we're all bunched up together. There you go. I've not got a clue what that was about. Alright, so yeah, we're going for one more lap. I think Dan the Racer's just making his way now back to the S's again. And the field's just coming around the final corner now. As we are on lap 10, well, soon to be now lap 11 of 36 here in Mexico City. As Prezzo's trying to go alongside the safety car. Toby telling Burt Mylander to speed the hell up. Burt has had history of having to see a Mercedes-Benz on those rear-view mirrors over the past few years of the turbo hybrid era, with Lewis Hamilton being behind him. And at least another thing too, because this track also is about, well, what is it, about 2,100 feet, not 2,100 feet, 2,100 meters, I should say. Sorry, not feet. I don't want to get anyone confused in terms of the audience. 2,100 meters above sea level. I mean, at least the thing is that they won't have to worry about engine temperatures, because that would be a big thing to deal with in Mexico, because of the lack of oxygen that comes into the engine whatsoever. Thankfully, we're in the virtual sense of things. So, yeah. I think we got the field all bunched up now, so I think the safety car will come in at the end of this lap. There it is, right on cue. Bye-bye, Burt. You shall now make your way to the natural habitat that is the pit lane. So Prezzo will lead the field and will be the de facto safety car. He's got cars up behind him on fresh tires. And that is who was the championship leader, race leader at one point. Now he can go whenever he wants. At whatever pace! Oh! Iconic can't pass him before the control line. He doesn't. That was legal. But Prezzo gets a shocking run. He's alongside. Here comes his teammate. The three abreast as they go down the main straight. Iconic clears them, making their way to turn 1. Banana Josh goes to the inside. He's alongside the AlphaTauri through turn 2, and the AlphaTauri goes to the curb a little bit too much. Banana Josh, though, capitalizes. He's at least into the lead, but only just as they make their way towards turn 4. Banana Josh making his way to the inside. Iconic will have the inside line for 5, and I think he'll get through. He just does with the grip of those medium tires. Here comes Ramsey down the inside. He takes second place away from the Mercedes. That grip on those hard tires definitely not working out for Banana Josh whatsoever. Making their way through the S's now. Prezzo's dropped down to 4th. Oh, but he goes wide there. No, actually, that was his teammate that went wide. My apologies. As we got yellow flags about. That's for Tim, I think. Making their way through the hairpin. Ramsey just behind Iconic Q2 Honda-powered cars. Right now sitting in 1st and 2nd. And here comes Banana Cake Pie. He's coming to the right side of Prezzo. Making their way down the main straight. He clears the Mercedes. Now he's into the Mercedes sandwich now. JJ goes into the pit lane. Here comes Prezzo, though. He's going to run. Well, I thought he had a run, but no. Does not have enough to go past the McLaren there. He stays behind. Making their way down towards turn 4. Iconic leads by 6/10 to Ramsey. Banana just sitting 3rd. He's got a 3-second penalty. It's Chich and False battling out at the back. Well, he's gone wide there, False has. He's left the door open for Absolute Unit. Oh, but he gets shoved wide there by the Aston Martin. He goes into 12th there, Absolute Unit does. False drops down to 13th. That's Hotdog picks up a 3-second time penalty. Same with False, a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings for the both of them. Making the way to turn 12. Gap has now increased to just a second between Ramsey and Iconic Q. He is well out of just out of DRS range, even though DRS is not enabled until now, and DRS is now enabled by race control, but won't be used because obviously the detection zone wasn't activated around that time. Can't do crap, meanwhile, will get past Prezzo. Here comes Bono, though. He gets a massive slipstream. All those two get close to each other through turn 1. They're side by side through turn 2 as well. Prezzo, though, has the inside line to turn 3. Well, Prezzo the outside line to turn 3. He manages to hold the position, at least for the time being. Prezzo, though, will not capitalize on Bono on this occasion. Bono goes ahead into 6th. As JJ picks up a 5-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Prezzo's pretty much a sitting duck at this point. Here comes Honest Crook on soft compound tires, making their way through the S's right now. Well, we're just getting compromised, but all that dirty air from that back of the Mercedes-Benz. Can't really do anything through there. Oh, and he goes too deep through turn 11. Or turn 12, I should say. Banana has DRS on Banana Josh. Banana Josh does not have DRS, so he will be a sitting duck. Prezzo goes into the pit lane, fair enough. He'll change out of those medium tires. Banana, though, closing in on Banana Josh, not close enough. As Ramsey has a bit of a moment there through turn 2, or back to the entry of turn 2. He'll get DRS again. You can see Banana Josh has used up a lot of his battery. He's got the flashing red light on the back of the car. It is very hard to even get all that battery back around this place because you're going at constant speed. Going through the S's. Ramsey picks up a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Unfortunately there for the Red Bull driver. Through the S's, open the DRS comes the McLaren. Does he go forward at turn 11? Not quite. Or turn 12? Not quite. Through the floor sole. To the fall turn. There is Cantu Crab. He is not far behind. Reedy picks up a 3-second time penalty. Banana Cake Pie is much closer to the Mercedes-Benz. He has the DRS, doesn't use the battery, he just uses the slipstream, and he just gets clear ahead of Banana Josh, moves himself up into 3rd place, and also will get a complimentary DRS again because of the only detection zone. Banana Josh is at a moment at turn 3. Oh, he has to be very careful. Oh, there's a big accident there. Andre and Reedy have come together. Andre is out of the race, and we have a safety car. Oh, that was a clumsy re-entry there from Banana Josh. Reedy and Andre had to basically maneuver around him, and Reedy just lost it into Andre, and they came together. As a result, Andre is out of the race. Oh, goodness me. I would say that was a bit clumsy from what I saw. Right, 2 safety cars now. Wow, that was a big accident, pretty big accident. Iconic Q stays out. Ramsey stays out. BCP stays out. I think everyone else is staying out, apart from Honest Crook. Obviously, because he's on the soft compound tire. Chich has gone in as well to change up to a new set. And Banana Josh... Oh! Tires in the pits. Right, he calls it quits and he leaves. Well, there you go. Fair enough, I guess. Well, even though he didn't need to do so. I think Dan Racer just left the session as well. Yeah, a 5-second penalty for speeding, I saw too. Andres left the session. I don't blame him for that. I'd honestly be furious about what I just saw, from his shoes at least. I'm gonna look back at that. Yeah, just clumsy re-entry, I'd say, from Banana Josh. Really, Andre had to maneuver around him, and then Reedy just lost it. There was nowhere for him to go. My goodness. Well, we are now down 3 cars as JJ goes into the pits. He's got a 5-second penalty and he retires. Well, now make that 4 cars that have retired out of the race. 2 of them voluntarily retirements. 2 of them in crashes. I wonder if maybe the top 8 are kind of gonna gamble for 1 stop. It could be possible, but I think it's a bit of a stretch if I'm perfectly honest. Yeah, very interesting re-entry for sure. Right, let me look at the penalty situation here, because we've got quite a few. Ramsey has 3, Baldo has 6, same with False, and then Chich, Tim, Conehouse, Reedy, Toto have 3-second penalties. And then Tim, remember, he's at the back of the field, if you remember, because he had to serve a drive-through penalty. Well, I guess we'll be doing another lap under the safety car. We're just waiting for Toto and Dan the Racer just to catch up. Of course. I think so. Yeah, we'll have just this lap and then the safety car will come in. Right. Oh, Dan the Racing's gone back into the pits. He's gone on to... Oh, his old set of medium tires. Alright. Okay then. There you go. See in the Discord there how everyone's been feeling about that incident. But I won't go any further than that. Oh, let's see. Is the safety car going to come in at the end of this lap? Even though Dan the Racer is a little bit ways back. Or is this going to be a late call? No. Okay. It will not. Thank goodness. Safety car is in this lap. So them says safety car will go back to its pit lane again. Iconic will lead the field this time. And we'll begin pretty soon. Lap 20 of 36. We'll have 17 laps to go. As Iconic is gone right there as he's bolted now. We're back into green flag racing. Ramsey behind him in 2nd place. Banana in 3rd. As Iconic is weaving to break the slipstream from the Red Bull. Down the main straight. Toto. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Yellow flags. What's this for? I'm not sure. But anyway. Lanes are on. Trying to go around the outside of Absolute Unit. Can't quite get it done there. The yellow flies there for whatever reason there. Oh, hello. Oh, I thought someone had a moment. Caught me off guard there for a brief moment. Anyway, top 5 seem like they've gone through unscathed at least, as they now make their way to the Esses complex of 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Ooh, that's a fair bit of corner cut there, I think, for Ramsey. But speaking of that, the now K-Park's got a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings there for the McLaren driver. Ramsey trying to close in on Iconic Q, making the way through the hairpin to turn 14th and 15th to the final corner now. Oh, that's close. I think there's a reason why you slid, because you had overtake on while you went through that corner. As Ramsey does not use any of the battery, fair enough, I suppose. He's got a 1.2 second margin to PCP. There is no DRS enabled just yet. They'll be at the next lap of the race. As Prezzo, trying to go down the inside of Honest Crook. Tries to get by one Haas. He's got another one to deal with of false as they make their way to the second straight. Uses a battery, not close enough to do anything. Does he go down? He almost thought about going down the inside. Oh, he thought about it for sure. Couldn't quite get it done. He's on the soft compound tire, so he'll be definitely racy for sure as they make their way to the S's now. Not close enough there. As Ramsey has had a moment. He has had a moment at the S's. Oh, that's got to be careful. It's Prezzo. He's crashed. He has crashed at the S's. No safety car. I think he might have lost it there. Maybe grabbed too much curb. Ramsey is out of the race as well. He's also crashed. Actually, no, he retired on track. Well, that's not disciplinary. They just kept going anyway. Well, he's not scoring any points. Prezzo's definitely not. They're out of the race. So now DRS is enabled. So now it's Iconic Q, Banana, Canty Crab, Botthud, and Absolute Unit, who has now made his way back up to the top 5 after having a drive-through penalty they had early in the race for a collision with Canty Crab. He's also got no penalties to his name. They make their way through turn 6. Iconic Q's breaking away from Banana. Canty Crab, though, still lingering about in third. He doesn't have DRS, but he can if he stays under a second, which he is right now. Through turn 12, then 13, around the hairpin, through the floor sole, and that's Toto. He's out. He's crashed at the exit of turn 11, and we have another safety car as Banana has crossed through the pit lane entry. Oh, Absolute Unit gets a 3-second time penalty. Iconic Q missed the pit lane, and from second to about 6 are coming into the pits. Well, there you go. More spice into the action now. Soft tires, I imagine, for a lot of these drivers. Yep, there you go. Soft tires. All bolted. Not BCP or Botthud, though. They're going onto the medium tire. Interesting call. As Iconic Q has been disqualified for passing the safety car. He has been disqualified. He was ahead of the safety car. What? Did he? What? How does that happen? He was well ahead of the safety car, but I'm not sure if that's what showed on his end. I'm genuinely confused about what I just saw there. But if that's genuine, well, jeez. Yeah, actually, don't you talk about a choke? I was not expecting that. Yeah. Like I said too earlier, yeah. But I just crossed the pit lane entry line. I mean, I caught that in 4K, pretty much. Oh, gosh. So, we've got now 12 cars remaining in this race. Let's count how many retirements we've got, as Cook, for whatever reason, is trying to race the safety car. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 retirements. Oh, did I say banana Josh? I'm sorry. Thanks for correcting me. I meant to say BCP. It's so silly with like the two bananas on screen. You get a bit confused sometimes. I hope you understand that. Yeah, sorry about that. But anyway. Goodness, 8 retirements though. That is a lot of retirements. I think the most retirements I've ever seen in this league so far. If I'm correct. What's the worst one I have to go way back to season 1 in terms of how many retirements, most retirements I've seen. But yeah, look at this order. I would never have pictured this. Really, I would never have thought of this. Honest Crook in the lead, Chich in second, and Ree in third. Dan the Racer in fourth. As safety car comes in the slap, so Honest Crook will now lead the field. As we, oh, that's just close. Oh, Chich is getting really antsy. But Honest Crook is allowed to do whatever he wants. He can go however pace he wants to go. He doesn't have to bolt immediately. Chich, though, you do not want to pass. Honest Crook has caught him napping. He has caught him napping. Look at that restart. That was actually purely class there from Honest Crook. Look at this reimpress behind Chich. Make that 4, maybe 5 wide into turn 1. Look at the send from Cantu Crab. Down the inside, the turn 1 as Chich goes into the grass, losing it a little bit. Oh my goodness. That was amazing what I just saw. Cantu Crab is now into second place. Dan the Racer's in third. Boardhood is in fourth place. His absolute unit trying to get past Tim, his championship rival from last season. Down the inside of turn 5. He stays ahead of him at turn 5. These two have made some comeback drives after getting drive-through penalties, haven't they? Oh, goodness. Bernardo has gone tumbling down the... having a moment that was spot on. He had to cut the corner there. As Absolute now takes up to... He goes up to the 4th place, I should say. Goodness. Cantu Crab, he's on the soft tires. He's got the pace advantage to Honest Crook. We begin lap 26. Here he comes. This Haas can do absolutely nothing about this. Cantu Crab takes the lead of the race, ahead of Honest Crook. Meanwhile, behind, Absolute Unit's getting past Dan the Racer. That is for third. He's into the podium places. A comeback drive brewing for Absolute Unit, definitely, for sure. As, we got a few more cars into the pits. False, Conehouse, Rady, Lane, and BCP. They must have got damage from all that skirmish in the first corner. DRS is not quite enabled just yet. Nice little air shot there, by the way. Right. Cantu Crab leads. Honest Crook second. Absolute in third, but he's got a 3-second time penalty. Dan the Racer in 4th place. Bothard closing in. on the Alpine. He's got another Alpine behind as Cantu Crab picks up a 3-second time penalty. Going wide there was Tim at the exit of turn 12. Oh, that is tight indeed. Not close enough there. Cantu Crab, meanwhile, sets fastest lap with a 1 minute. What was that time actually? Maybe I just look at that just to make sure. Oh, never mind. I can see what it is now. A 1 minute 16.9 by Absolutely In It. I think Cantu Crab's like a 1:17.1 or something. Full sets. Well, no sets. Gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Absolutely In It. Trying to close in, not close enough to get past the Haas. They'll have DRS once they get down at the end of the S's. Bottot in between an Alpine sandwich, and there's his teammate behind. You've got Alpines and Williams cars all in that bit of the midfield. Absolutely, it's now got the grab. He's got DRS. Oh no, he didn't use it. Oh, okay. He had the opportunity to do so, but fair enough. He's close enough anyways. He'll probably try to get him down the main straight at least. Making their way around turn 16. Now you should be able to get DRS. Well, look at the drive he's got there, and look at this. He'll slingshot past the Haas, and yeah, there's nothing Oscrook can do about that. And Absolutely In It goes into second place. But Oscrook, if he can maintain at least a 3-second gap, that's all he needs to do, a 3-second gap. He can try to get the win, but I think that's going to be a bit of a tall task, especially with the tires he's on. Right. Tim, not close enough to Bottot. Alpine's in a 5.6, and a Williams in a 4.7. The only one that doesn't have a penalty out of all these drivers is Dan the Racer. He has no penalties. Out of this group, at least. Tim making his way through the S's. He'll have DRS, but he has no battery to at least help him. So he won't be close enough to do anything. Chich, oh, but overshoots the corner there. Here comes Dan the Racer. Oh, that was very tight there. But Dan the Racer will get DRS because Chich is over a second behind Tim. What about Tim? What is he going to do? Yellow flags, that's for false. He has spun at the exit of turn 8, I believe that is. And Dan the Racer, as I thought, gets ahead of Chich. That is for 6th place. And he'll have DRS again, but he goes wide. He goes wide there at turn 3, but he'll have DRS. Tim has DRS as well. Not close enough, though, to do anything to get past the Williams. Oh, not close enough there. Let me look at the penalties again. Bottot's got 6, and Tim as well. So they're battling for position, but Chich and Dan the Racer have 3 seconds. Well, Dan the Racer has none. Chich has 3 seconds. So theoretically speaking, this is like a battle for at least 6th place or 7th place. Alright. Gap right now between the leader and second. 3 seconds. Crook is only 3.5 seconds behind. Absolutely In It, but about 6.5 seconds behind the current leader. Here comes Tim making a drag race to turn 1. He has DRS, obviously. Nothing Bottot can do about that. Tim slots his way into 4th position. Meanwhile, Chich comfortably got ahead of Dan the Racer for 6th place. we have 7 laps left into the race. This is only the closest battles we've got. Well, actually, this is now more of a closest battle, as Konas got past Banana there for 9th place. These drivers from 8th to 12th are all even with penalties with 3 seconds each. As Chich now picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so that is now 6 seconds added on to the Williams drivers' race time. Now it's laps 31 to 36, 6 more laps into the race. 3.4 seconds. That gap has not been decreasing. Cantu Crap has just been putting the hammer down. He's on course. If he can keep it like this, he's on course for again his 2nd win in a row. He'd be even with this man, Absolute Unit, who also had 2 wins in the first 2 races of the championship. .6 seconds though for Oscar. He is looking for, I think this would be his first podium of DBS ever. So he's looking very good. But he's got Tim closing. As Botthawk gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Like that, now 9 seconds for the man in 5th place. As, oh, hello. Konas, or it's not Konas. Reedy and Pulse battling out. That's for 11th place. Reedy has DRS. Trying to get past the Haas. Pull alongside. To turn 4. He has the outside line for 4. Inside line for 5, but Falls tries to go for the switch back. Jeez. Bud managed to keep the car steady. He's into 11th place. There you go. Meanwhile, yeah, it's starting to spread out a little bit more. Falls gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. So the closest battle we've got is just the battle for 11th. Although Falls definitely is losing that battle because he's got 12 seconds for the penalties. Oh, well, quite a bit of drama that we've had at the opening stage, the middle part of the stage of the race. A little bit at the end of the last safety car restart. Now the gaps are just slowly spread out. Yeah, it's been a crazy, chaotic race. That is this one so far. Oh, hold on a minute. Gap is closed a little bit more. Hang on a second. 2.4 seconds. It was over 3.4 at one point between Cantu Crab and Absolute Unit. Cantu Crab must have had a moment somewhere. Making his way through turn 3 down the 2nd straight. There is the Aston Martin of Absolute Unit. He's hovering there. Ooh, it's a little bit of a tank slapper there from the Red Bull. Timmy Wall has closed in a little bit more to Honest Crook. He's now less than a second, but he's got penalties. Let me check again. He's got 6 seconds, so in order for Tim to get a podium, he has to get past Honest Crook and then build a 6-second gap. But that is a bit of a tall order, I say. Gap is shrinking though between the top 2. The gap is now 1.6 seconds. Absolutely has closed about a second in this lap. Oh, this is probably going to get interesting at the end of this race. And remember, they have only 3 seconds, so it is a genuine battle for position. Team meanwhile has got DRS on Honest Crook. Honest Crook can't do anything about it. He slots into 3rd. As I was on the wrong car there, of course. Thanks, Kevin. 1.3 seconds is the gap. Canty Crab trying his best to hold on the Aston Martin. I'm not sure what his cases of losing tenths there is, or not tenths, the gap. Whether he's feeling a bit of pressure though, or look how much the S's that absolutely is just going through very, very smoothly. And he's in DRS range. He is within DRS range. Through the hairpin. By the time they cross the line, we'll have 2 laps to go. And the gap right now is 6 tenths, 6.5 tenths to be exact. And here he comes with DRS. Canty Crab, I don't think he can do anything about it. Absolutely to the inside, and he slingshots past. Oh, but here, oh, what? Oh, okay. Why did that happen? Canty Crab now takes back the lead. I mean, absolutely would still get DRS. They're playing a little bit of a game. I love how absolutely it was just flapping the rear wing there. I mean, he could have just gone past him because there is no other detection zone. It's just 2 detection zones around this racetrack. Yeah, absolutely just got, I guess he just had a lot more pace than Canty Crab. Or unless these 2 just wanted to make it interesting for me to watch for the final lap. Well, through the baseball stadium, we'll begin the final lap here. Gap right now is about 9 tenths, or less than that, I should say. As absolutely it is just leaving. Right. Okay. Well, maybe they did want to make it interesting. I don't know. Anyway, down towards turn 1. He is very close. Gap is just about 4 tenths. Canty Crab gets a good run. Absolutely is using DRS. He's not flapping it like he was doing earlier. Through turn 4, turn 5. Still have 3 seconds for both of them. Canty Crab just needs at least to hold on for a few more corners, and he's got the win. Through the S's. Oh, that's a bit deep though. Absolutely gets a better run through that area of the track, but he's going to get compromised by all that dirty air. He's got DRS. Yellow flag's about, that's for a Haas. Oh, and absolutely does not use DRS. Right. I guess he's just settling for seconds. Through the floor assault for the final time. Canty Crab. He's going to get win number 2 here. Or does he? I'm not sure. Okay. Well, there you go. I wasn't sure that it was slowing down. Canty Crab does take the win. He wins the Mexican Grand Prix by just 2.5 tenths of a second. He has now gone back-to-back victories. 2 victories each for Canty Crab and Absolute Unit. A big comeback drive from Absolute Unit as well after getting a drive-through penalty. Honest Crook, though, a big round of applause for him as he gets his first podium here in DBS. Well done to him indeed. Tim will come up in 4th. Chich completes the top 5. Bardot in 6th place. Dan the Racer in 7th. Lane in 8th. Konas in 9th. Banana will round off the top 10. Reedy in 11th. And then Falls will round off the rest. Well, yeah, after a crazy, chaotic race here in Mexico City, as Banana claims fastest lap there with a 1:16.3. Well, that was very interesting. Norris Crook, driver of the day. That's right, he started from the back of the grid too as well. I forgot about that. And in the end, it is Canty Crab. Another can-do win moment for him. wins here in Mexico. A well done drive by the Red Bull driver. You can argue that he had a pretty good race overall. Absolutely, though. Great comeback drive after that drive-through penalty. I mean, you could say the same for Cantu Crab. He was involved in that incident as well. And then on his crook. Yeah. Look at that. From 19th to 3rd. That is superb effort from Honest Crook. Gained 18 places. Oh, yeah, 18 places off the start. Actually, no, 17. Sorry, my math was being wrong. Ugh, gosh. Long 9 anyway. Cantu Crab wins. Units, Honest Crook, Tim, Chich, Baldhot, Dan the Racer, Lane, Conehouse, Banana, Reedy. False, that is your finishing order. And then these are the retirements. Also, what could have been for our Iconic Q if he didn't get disqualified for passing the safety car. A bit unfortunate for him indeed. As 16 places though for Honest Crook. Actually, no, it was. Yeah, I don't know. My head's been all over the place tonight. It's just freaking late too. But anyway, all right. Well, we'll get the podium sitters into the comm box for a post-race interview, and another one with Cantu Crab and Absolute Unit. Well, I guess we'll probably see them for quite some time. But yeah, hang on a second and we'll get all three of them in here. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. Absolute Units. Cantu Crap. And then Honest Crook. Right. Actually, wait, what is this PSN? Oh, it's got 2Ks. Ah, there he is. Perfect. There we go. Oh, why did I add Lane? Did I accidentally add Lane? Okay, well, anyway. We'll just glance over that. Alright, well, I guess we got one of them in here. Alright, well, I've got the race winner in here. Cantu Crap. Well, I should say, well, you probably should change your name to Can Do Win because you got back-to-back wins for you, buddy. Congratulations. Yep. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I wanted to ask really quickly, what happened between you and an Absolute Unit at the S's on the opening laps?
Like, opening lap?
Yeah, because
yeah,
what happened?
He lost it on the curb, trying to chase Iconic, and he auto spun on a curb, and then when I was trying to avoid it, I tried going to the right, and then he tried to just roll off the track sort of safely, but just clipped my rear wheel, and we both went around. No damage or anything though, so.
Alright. Well, yeah, because it was very bizarre, because then he also got a drive-through penalty for that. It was literally the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, because normally a drive-through penalty happens under a safety car. I've never seen it happen under a collision.
No, neither have I. We were a bit confused about that. But.
Yeah. Is he coming on, by the way? Because I think I did invite him. Or I should have at least. Okay, well, let me make sure just in case. I mean, you never know. Rather be safe than sorry. Perfect. Oh yeah, for some reason. Yeah. Um, but yeah, no, you made a pretty good comeback drive yourself after that incident, making your way up towards the top, with all that craziness, especially that last restart. That was really interesting to watch there, where I think it was just like 5 wide on one to say turn 1. That was insane to see, and then you just came out on top of all that. That was literally insane. Were you kind of like fearing a little bit though that something bad would have happened? I'm assuming you would have though.
Well, I knew I was the only car on the softs out of all those 5 cars, so I thought whenever they brake, I'll just brake like another 10 meters later. As you can see, we're pretty deep into the corner, but it worked. So that's how that basically happened. Went from like 7th to 2nd in one corner, not too bad. But yeah, it was a great battle with Absolute Unit at the end there when he got past me, and then I thought I'd just dive bomb him as deep as possible into that first corner.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do anything about that one. It was just, you know, made me a bit hard, you know.
Well, there you go. Well, I mean, I was wondering if you two were trying to put up a show at least for me in the final laps, because I saw you were closing in on Can't Do Crap on the last couple of laps by like almost a lap, I want to say.
No, well, the thing was, we were actually going. That wasn't messing around or anything. When he was flapping the DRS, that was a technical issue. So.
right. So apparently Aston Martin had a bit of a technical issue with DRS.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
yeah, no, it was actually
it
Checo Perez who was like sending some weird signals into my headset that made me accidentally press the DRS buttons a few times. It was I think I can recreate what it was saying.
Oh my gosh.
Next question.
There you go. Did you think though that you would make a comeback though after that drive-through penalty? Because that was the most bizarre drive-through penalty I've ever seen. Like I was mentioning, Can't Do Crap, because that was weird. What happened between you two?
Yeah, no. So I just lost it. You know, I lost it at a place where I haven't really ever lost it there before, so I was a bit confused. But yeah, I was rolling off the track, Can't Do Crap, hit the back of my car, and somehow got a drive-through penalty for it, which was absolute...
Deserved.
No, not at all, in my opinion. Anyway, I went with it, pit, and I don't know, it just went well for me with safety cars, I think.
Yeah,
and especially the last reset, I rammed back into the back of Reedy, but just somehow didn't get damage from it, so I was all good.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, that script restart was something else, because he didn't do anything wrong. He was like bunching up you guys, and then he just timed it absolutely perfect. Like nothing wrong there. But I guess one more final question to both of you. Let me look up the calendar real quickly to see where we're at. We are racing at Italy, and also that is a super sprint, by the way, so that's going to be interesting to see what the format will be. But how are you two going to fare around there, you think?
Sorry, something else, sorry. Yeah, no. Italy got great history. History of taking me up the arse, so I don't know. Probably not that well.
I kind of remember that. I mean, that was a bit of an interesting race how you had it. Well, I mean, you were on like literally one
to
of the
be
worst
fair, I
setups
was 11-11. I had everything to the right, basically.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be repeating that.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a bit of drag around Monza. There isn't there? But what about for you, Can't Do Crap? How do you think you'll fare?
I hate those little sausage curbs on the chicane. I always go to the moon on them.
Yeah.
Don't expect me to last that race the full distance, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, those curves around Monza are just terrible because you can't even take them. They'll just instantly kill you, pretty much.
It's a much slower track now because of them.
Yeah, it's quite stupid. But anyway, congratulations you two on your top 2 finish and second win. Second win, Can't Do Crap. Right on.
So glad we saw the team.
I'm done. I'm gone.
See you later, cat too crap. See you
Yeah.
later. Alright, see you later, you guys. Alright, well, that will conclude the stream. Tune in throughout the week. Oh, actually, tune in next week. Sorry. As we will, like I mentioned, we will head to this Temple of Speed at Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. For the Super Sprint, the first ever Super Sprint in DBS. I'm very interested to see what the format will be, like I said, and how it will fare out. Anyway, until then, I have been Katie1997. Thank you very much for watching, and take care, and have a great rest of your evening. Goodbye.